Hey guys, my name's Budge and I'm the newest team member of Team Innova Australia. Today we're down at the beautiful Bowen Valley Disc Golf Course and I'm going to show you what's in my bag for the 2018 season. So starting with my putters, I putt with the P1X D-line, both in max weight, 175. I really like the grip on these and their flight. They fly super straight. Pretty much whatever angle you put them on the putt, hyzer putt, flat putt, and hyzer putt, they'll hold it really nicely. I also use them for approaching, anywhere out to 40-50 meters. Nice straight approaches. They'll hold really good line, really good putter. Recommend them. Then my other putter in my bag is the P3X in S-line plastic. This is a overstable putter which I mainly use for approach shots. Really nice flight. You can crank on it a bit and you know it's not going to glide too much. It'll hit the ground and stop nicely. So yeah, it's a really handy disc for me for my approaching. Moving on to mids. I throw 2 mids in the bag. So first up is the Champ Mako 3. Love this disc. I've always bagged the Mako 3. Super straight disc. Good approach disc as well. And any line you put it on, it'll hold it as well. So hyzer, flat will go super straight, and you can get some nice anhyzer lines out of it as well. So yeah, Champ Mako 3. I also have a Champ Rock X3. So this is my overstable mid-range. Really nice disc, good feel in the hand. It's got a pretty decent bead on it, but it's super flat. And yeah, I use this for like approaching into the wind, or if I need a hyzer approach with a bit of a skip, this will work nicely. So yeah, Rock X3. To fairway drivers, starting with the C-Line FD. This is a glow edition with the mystery stamp. Really nice disc, will fly really straight. I use it for forehands. Hyzer flip shots, you want a hyzer flip, tight tunnels, it'll go nice and straight. You can also throw it on nice anhyzer lines and it'll hold it really well. Yeah, so that's the FD. My next fairway driver is the Champ T-Bird. This is a 172. Really nice feel in the hand, pretty stiff, overstable for sure. Will hold nice and straight, and then it's going to fade out, just like a T-Bird should. Yeah, really good disc for that. Next up is the C-Line FD2. Similar to my T-Bird, but it's less stable and less glidey. So nice flip ups. It'll hold a nice straight line, maybe even flex a bit, but it'll still finish nicely to the right for my forehand. It's a 175 FD2. Then I have another new addition to the bag, the T-Bird 3 in Star Plastic. It's a 175. Really nice disc. This is probably, it's becoming my favorite fairway driver, I think. Yeah, forehands, it feels really nice in the hand. Flies really straight, get nice S lines out of it, and it'll still fade back for you. Similar to the T-Bird, but touch faster, touch less glide, and yeah, it's really working well for me. Then my last fairway driver is the FD3 with this awesome Simon Lizotte black ink stamp. It's a 175, I believe. Workhorse of a disc. Overstable, similar to a Firebird, but I'd say a bit more glide and a bit more of a forward fade. But yeah, you can throw it on nice flex lines, big hyzers. Yeah, it's just a really good disc to have. It's a must-have disc, really. But yeah, it's saved me a lot, especially approaching into the wind and stuff. Yeah, it's really handy. Next up, we have another new addition to the bag, the Champ Thunderbird. Really liking this disc. It's like a T-Bird, but longer and faster, but still with that predictable fade. You could flip it up a bit and it'll just hold a nice straight line. And also for like flex shots, it works really well. Nice and stiff, bit of a dome to it. But yeah, I'm just a couple of weeks of throwing it, and yeah, it's a really nice disc. I'm definitely keeping this in the bag. Then we have the S-Line TD. So this is I guess you could say my most understable disc in the bag. I use this for big Anheuser shots, forehand rollers, so I can throw it out flat with a bit of a flick and it'll flip over nicely for me and get a good roll. You can also throw it on like a really good hyzer flip. It'll just flip up beautifully and fly straight. That's the S-Line TD. Good disc. Then we have the CD3. So it's a control driver. Really good disc. I love this disc a lot. Will hold. It goes a long way if you get it right. Yeah. It'll flip up nicely, get a good turn out of it, but it's still going to fade out. But it won't fade out too hard, so it usually finishes really straight. Yeah, it's got a good feel, good rim to it. CD3. Then we have the younger brother to the CD3, the CD. So this is in S-Line plastic. Really good disc. Probably more stable than my CD3 now because it's newer as well. But yeah, this you can throw really straight. Like just nice forehands. It feels really good in the hand. Yeah, hit it straight and it'll just hold that line, and it's only got a small sort of fade on it, so it's it's going to finish pretty straight if you get it right. So yeah, S-Line CD. Next up we have the C-Line PD. Really nice disc, feels good in the hand. Will fly really straight like the Thunderbird, but it'll fade a bit harder. Yeah, I use this a lot for those sort of in-betweener shots, like when I'm not throwing a destroyer and I'm not throwing a fairway driver, then I'll probably be throwing this. It's just got that right distance with the 10 speed. It doesn't glide too much, but yeah, it's a really good disc. Next up we have the C-Line DD. Overstable driver, really good into headwinds. You can throw it on Anheuser lines and it's going to fight back. Feels good in the hand. Yeah, really good overstable driver. I use it a lot for like big skip shots, or really like I need a tight straight line to start with, and then I need it to fade hard at the end. This is the disc I'm going to. Then we have my beloved destroyers, 2-star destroyers. They're both 175. This one's beat in a bit now. I've had it in the bag for a while, but they hold their stability so well that it's still really overstable. But I can really get a lot of power onto this one and turn it over a bit, but like it'll still fade out nicely. You know that. Good for big hyzers. Yeah, into headwinds. Yeah, Star Destroyer. My other Star Destroyer, it's a newer one. Really overstable, big hyzer lines. flex shots, yeah, into a headwind, you know it's not going to flip over. Really good disc for that. 175 as well. Yeah, Star Destroyer. Then we have the S-Line PD2. Now this is my most overstable driver in my bag. Super beefy. Throw this into any headwind, it's going to hold up for sure. I usually use this for big hyzers and big flex shots as well. So I could throw this out on an anhyzer line and it will hold it and then fade back out pretty hard. So yeah, it's a really handy disc to have in the bag for sure. And finally, we have the Colossus. So the Star Colossus 175. So this is probably my longest flying disc for sure. It's a 14 speed, so it should be going the furthest. But yeah, it feels really good in the hand for forehands. Throw it out really flat, and it'll just hold that straight line. But it's got a dependable fade to it, so you know it's going to fade out. But yeah, it's working really well for me for my forehands, and yeah, I'm getting huge distance with it. So Star Colossus. And finally, my Champ Colossus, new addition to the bag. It's a 170. It's quite domey, and still haven't used it a lot yet. But from what I have, it's gone very far, pretty much as far as the Star Colossus. You can throw it out on a bit more of a hyzer and it'll flip up nicely and get a bit of turn out of it, but it's still going to fade out as the Colossus does. So yeah, it's been really nice so far, and I'm keen to sort of see what else it can do in the future. So yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out what I'm throwing for the season, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the course.